Yeah. What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful money-making Sunday here with the Pick Dawgz Morning Show. Y'all know the drill, man. We live 365. Just let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see today's action playing out. Got a small NBA card, just 4 games from over there. We got, 11 from college hoops. And then, y'all know what we got today. The big one. The one that ends them all, man. One that concludes the season for football. We got the Super Bowl, the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks battling it out. Who will hoist the Lombardi, man? We'll talk about it all. Got a good crew of guys with me here today. Brian Bittler, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Oh, what's more important than who's going to hoist the Lombardi is who's going to cover the spread. That's what I care about. Yesterday, an embarrassing 0-5 day for me. So today I'm here to bounce back and definitely do better than yesterday. I like the board. I don't like the NBA board, but I think college hoops, there's some opportunity.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Jovan Burtz, good morning, sir. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Jay? Yeah, I'm heavily invested in Super Bowl 60. So can't wait for that. But first things first, college basketball and the NBA. Yesterday, 500, 9-9, got juiced. Actually, went 9-8 in college basketball, and then my lone NBA play lost. It was a Stendhal clip play. So I took a shot at some plus money, substantial plus money that didn't come through. I'll do that, every day of the week and twice on Sunday. If I have an edge or situational, aspects come into play. I think today it all depends on how the game plays out. Game script. I'm big on game script anyway. So I think I got a good read on this one and looking to cash.
Let's do it. We'll break it down here momentarily. Hot Rod Zawacki. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Definitely we'll put yesterday in the rearview mirror. I'm with Brian. It was one of those days that we just would like to forget. I went 1-4 in college basketball. Clemson got me my lone win, and then I had Illinois close there. I had the points with Illinois, so them hanging around. They lose by 3 in overtime. As always, the dog usually goes to die in OT in a lot of basketball games, so that got me. Duke had a nice lead heading into the break. Not where I feel comfortable. I'd rather the team be down heading into the halftime in college hoops, because it just seems that the other team always seems to come roaring back, and that's what the Tar Heels did. So shout out to the Tar Heels getting them a big resume win, beating Duke there in that one on their own court. But hey, some of those free plays we hit, it was just one of those ones. Sometimes the ones that you pick, you got a list of them, and then sometimes the ones that you put in were the wrong ones that you put in. It happens, because we hit with Wolford, we hit with Texas, we would hit that one. Hampton, we were all on. The Gator chop shot, we love the Gators. And Auburn got me as well. Shout out Alabama getting themselves a win going into Auburn. Hey, they got themselves a resume win. Is that their first?
That might be my only win yesterday, the Florida Gators.
The Gators, chomp, right? So, but as we said, Super Bowl, looking forward to it. Heavily invested in the Super Bowl. Got 3 plays in. Looking forward to the Super Bowl action. Can't wait.
Yep. I'm kind of in the same boat, man. I got college hoops got me yesterday. I went 1-4 in college hoops yesterday. At Iowa State. I don't even know what happened. I promise y'all they were up 12 with 2 minutes to go. I swear to God. Next thing I know, they won by 3. It was one of those. BYU never got off the bus. They're just ass. They're just not good. Purdue, they are garbage. They are garbage. Perfect bounce back spot against one of the worst teams. And didn't they lose? They damn near lost.
Almost. Lost by 4. Or they won by 4.
Yeah. Laying 19.5.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was a good spot for Cleveland State, too. I added that one late. It looked like a good spot for them. And nope, they lost. My only win was Bama. Roll Tide roll, man. Roll fucking Tide roll. Little Pearl got little pearls, like I'm trying to tell you. So that was my college hoops day yesterday. I did go 2-2 in the NBA. All aboard the hype train. Shout out to Charlotte Hornets. Love that team to death, man. I'm telling y'all better get on right now. Get your futures in. Cash with the Nets. Lost with the Magic. Lost with the Thunder. Yeah, Vandy garbage too. Yeah, right. Vandy garbage too, bro. They're not garbage.
Look at the Lakers yesterday. Lakers crushed. It just was one of those days yesterday, up and down the board, boy.
So, we move on to today, man. Money making Sunday. I'm just trying to tell y'all what happened yesterday. I don't really love today's card as a whole. Like, I just don't. But as you see on my shirt, man, I can't wait to gamble today. I'm active.
What do you think about the NBA card? Don't you think it's kind of weak?
It's shitty. I'll have no premiums. I have no NBA bet today. So
I got one. That's all I could do.
I don't got one today. So, but I'm here. I'll talk about it. I'll let you know my thoughts. Let you know how I'm feeling. All right. So let's do it. Let's do it. Where y'all want to start? Let's start college hoops. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, Niner gang is at home. Tulsa, South Florida, USC, Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State, Texas Tech, the Red Raiders. Laying 4.5 on West Virginia. Wichita State versus Tulane. UNC Greensboro versus Furman. Charlotte versus Memphis. UCF on the road versus Cincinnati. Maryland versus the Gophers of Minnesota. UAB at home versus Rice. And last game on the card today in college hoops, Northwestern versus Iowa. It's an high card. It's better than I gave it credit for in college hoops. Got some pretty good games in there. Brian, we start with you, sir. How you feeling?
Boy, there's a game that I absolutely love. Penn State Nittany Lions. I think it was 4 this morning. Now we're seeing 2.5 pop up. I mean, you got to imagine that the world's going to be on USC at 17-6, laying under 3 against a lowly Penn State team that's only covered 2 out of the last 7 games. The only thing that kept this from being a premium is it's 12 noon, and I'm very superstitious about these games. They seem to never go my way. But for me, I think the line tells you got to take the Penn State Nittany Lions. I wouldn't be surprised if they upset the Trojans today.
Brian, on them Penn State boys. We already put that myth to bed, Brian. You need to bet your
Yeah, I don't believe that BS. I don't believe it. I think I'm about 35% at 12 noon games. So.
Jovan, man, how you feeling in college hoops?
Yeah, I mean, I would have been on Penn State Nittany Lions, but look, they're a bad team, and I would not put my cash in a position to get burned. But yeah, they're the right side as far as I'm concerned. I'm on W. I'm on the Mountaineers. It's tough only because Texas Tech, they're coming off a 2-game slide. While I don't see them losing, they're playing in Morgantown, and anything can happen in Morgantown. They had a good win against Cincy in their last game in Cincy. Come from behind win. And Mountaineers get this one. They put themselves in a better position for making a tournament. They're on the wrong side of the bubble as of right now, but a win against the number 13 team in the nation do you better as far as perception goes. So, yeah, it would be W for me. Damn, can Maryland win a game? That's it.
No.
I mean, they have a listen, this is their best shot. This is their best shot to get one under their belt. I mean, they're playing in the barn, but this is a lot of points. And I get it. Look, they've been getting beat down left and right, but at the same time, I'm not really a believer in Minnesota. Yeah, they do, pull off upsets against the better teams, but they can come in sleepwalking in this one. So, slight lean to Maryland. The Terrapins. Buzz Williams might get him one.
There you go, man. Jovan. Big balls taking them Terrapins. Zawacki, what you thinking today, my man?
Tough little college card, but I'm going to take USC here in the first half. I think they are the better team, and I think starting to pick up their play. You look 17-6, definitely the better team here in this one. You only have to lay 2 SC in the first half. I think they have the lead hanging into that locker room. Does the Trojans? So I'll lay the couple points there in the first half. I don't want to trust a full game because we know what can happen full game. There's a reason that thing's dropping to 3. So I think USC has the lead heading into the break. Another one I'm looking at here. Afternoon, you got Michigan heading into Ohio State, right? Yeah, I'm not trusting this Ohio State squad. Look what they've done at home: 5-7 ATS. I know Michigan, hey, 1-5 out on the road, but 6-0 straight up. Now 1 lone loss. Congratulations, but I think this is got blowout written all over it. Mismatch all over the court. I got Michigan by 15 plus. I might find an extendo on Michigan. I think they beat up on Ohio State here. Length, size, all of it. Michigan dominates right from the opening tip-off, wins easily by 15 plus as number 2 in the nation. Another one I like here, don't trust Charlotte out on the road. You look at their coin flip at best. Memphis plays their best ball at home, 9-3, 8-4 against the number. Sure, Charlotte is 7-3 straight up, playing pretty good right now, but not against this Memphis squad. I got Memphis by double digits there in that matchup. And then good game here. You're looking at Cincinnati laying 3.5. I'm not laying Cincinnati 3.5. No thanks. Give me UCF there. Playing pretty good ball. Actually got more wins than Cincinnati just because that's a home court for Cincinnati. Funkiest line I've seen all day is Cincinnati laying 3.5. No chance. Give me the UCF plus the 3.5 in that one. And then I'm with Jovan. Give me the dog at 8.5 here. It's just these two teams not playing great, right? Both Minnesota's got 3 wins last 10 games. Maryland's got 2 wins in the last 10 games. Maryland's covered 3 of the last 7. You're getting 8 here. I don't think Minnesota should be laying 8.5 to anybody. Below both these teams below 500. DGN game of the day. I'm with you. Take Maryland there in that one. And then one more. Give me Iowa at home. I think they win by 15 plus. There'll be some blowout games in college basketball today. Northwestern is not good. 2-5 on the road, 3-4 against the number. They're not covering against Iowa. 15 plus, maybe even 20-point win for the Hawkeyes in that one. Won't even be close. Running right off the court. Northwestern sucks. Give me Iowa. Big in that one.
Fair enough. I don't really like a whole lot today. I would agree with the guys lean Penn State, but I got the same thoughts Jovan said. After getting whooped yesterday, I'm just not really interested.
Now you can't be scared. You got to put.
I'm good shot. I'm good shot. Especially taking a bad team like Penn State. It's the right spot. It feels like the right play.
They have a good home record, Penn State.
I would lean that way, but I don't know if I get to the window. And I feel the exact same way about West Virginia. Y'all know I'm a Texas Tech lover. I'm a Texas Tech backer. I'm probably the biggest Texas Tech backer you know. But just with all the information provided me today, I would take West Virginia. West Virginia is a tough place to play. Texas Tech goes stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib, not on the road. And laying up and over a bucket on the road, I'm cool. Do I think they're better than West Virginia? I do. And could this be the get-right game coming off of 2 losses? Maybe. But in that same breath, I can see this game coming right down to the wire. Texas Tech win on a game winner, on a buzzer beater. You know what I mean? Win by 2, win by 3. Style game. So I would lean West Virginia plus the points, but I'm not in a rush to fade my Texas Tech boys. And the one I probably like the most today is Minnesota. Maryland is some shit. Maryland is so garbage. It don't even make sense. I get it. Minnesota's not good. And Minnesota laying this big of a number should make your stomach hurt. But I think they'll be fine. I think they coast to a solid double-digit win here at home. They come in. What makes it not a premium is they're coming off the huge upset win. That's why I'm paused on it. That's why I'm not going to bet it. If they weren't coming off the win against Michigan State, I would be all over this. But coming off the huge win, could be a slight letdown spot where Maryland keeps this game more competitive than they should. Lean Minnesota for me, but ultimately likely not getting to the window. So it's just my thoughts today on college hoops, man.
I got two more in college that have grown on me since I heard everybody go around. I love the Michigan Wolverines laying the big lumber. We saw what Michigan did to Michigan State. I think maybe if there's one team they hate more than Michigan State, it's the Ohio State Buckeyes. So I think you're laying a big number for a reason. I think they win it by 20 or more. Give me the Wolverines. And I like USF, the Bulls, laying the points against a 20-3 Tulsa team, getting 5 points. We saw USF let me down against Temple, but I think they're going to come out. They don't have no more leeway left. They need to start kicking some ass. So I'll take USF.
All right. That Cincinnati UCF game is tough for me too, because I kind of got both teams in buy situations. I want to buy on both teams in this spot, but if it was 2.5, I'd have been on Cincinnati. But I could make the argument that Cincinnati being up and over a basket favorite in this game tells you everything you need to know. I could make that argument.
It was 4 and come down, so
okay.
This thing has dropped, just like the Penn State line. So this was sitting at 4 earlier this morning. It's not 4 anymore. It's now 3.5. So
fair enough, man. All right, that's college hoops. Let's go to the NBA. We got the Knicks getting 3.5 in TD Garden. 213 is the total. We got the Heat laying 11.5 on the Washington Wizards. Total 235.5. We got the Pacers getting 8 in Toronto. Total 223.5. And last game of the night, Brian's favorite team, the Clippers. Getting 8.5 in Minnesota. Jovan, we start with you. How we feeling?
Damn NBA. This total for the Knicks and Celtics game has gone down even more than what it went down than what it was a couple hours ago. It's at 211.5 right now. I don't think it's enough. I think the under's gonna rule the day. You saw what the Celtics did in their last game. They hang their hat on defense, and they have to, because they're not at full strength. And, they're one of the top defensive teams in any metric that you want to look at. The Knicks, it's an effort thing with them. They have it in them to play defense. They don't have the coach to get him in the gear. He wants to play a different style of ball. But, after what happened in Detroit, I think they, put on their defensive hat as well. So looking for a lower scoring game, trying to clock back about a good 15 to 18 years and have this one first team to 100 wins. So it'll be the under for me in that one. Looking at the other games, sheesh. I mean, what a way to lose a game. You had to lead up in Boston for the whole game, damn near until the fourth quarter, and then you end up losing the game by 2. Maybe it's we see some residual effects against Washington in this one. I got to take the points in this one.
There you go, from Jovan. So, Wacky, what you looking at in these four?
Tough watch, tough games. Couple I'm looking at, though. I like the under there, Pacers, Raptors. 224.5. It's just too many points there. It was at 225. It's worked its way down. 224.5. I don't see that being run and gun. Give me the under, Pacers, Raptors. Wow, has that ever dropped to the Knicks and Celtics? Can't touch that total-wise. But I'm going to take the Knicks. You're getting, 4.5 there with the Knicks on the road. So you're not as I'll take the Knicks plus the 4.5. I think they can keep it close if they don't outright the Celtics in that one. The Celtics get cold shooting, it could get real ugly. I I know it's Knicks out on the road, but Knicks laying on the road as a favorite is where I don't want to be. Knicks is a dog. I'll take the 4.5 there, and then give me the Heat. I don't trust the Wizards. Ooh, don't trust the Wizards at all. I think the Heat win by 20 plus. Well, I was telling you all you need to know. Did that open 8.5 and worked its way up to like 12? Oof. Nope. Yep. Heat win big, kind of like the Nets did yesterday. They took their foot off the gas late and made that game a lot closer than what it was, but I don't see that here. I'll lay it with the Heat. And then trust in Minnesota laying 8.5. I can't do it. I know the Clippers have looked absolutely ass since they traded all those pieces away and looked like garbage. But what did Minnesota do last game? Didn't they blow a cover and blow the game? Nothing like the House of Disappointment doing the House of Disappointment stuff and blowing a cover. So I'll take the Clippers plus the 8.5 there in that one.
All right. I'll give you my thoughts on all four. As of right this second, I have no hoops bets today. I just don't. I lean Celtics. I just don't like the Knicks on the road nearly as much as I like them at home. At home in Madison Square Garden, almost unfadable. They've entered into that stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib realm. But on the road, that's where most of their losses are. They're fadable on the road. They're coming off of just getting flooded on the road against another good team. It wouldn't surprise me if Boston did the same thing here. Boston beat them last time in TD Garden. It was a 6-point win. Knicks are banged up heading into this one, keeping on this injury report as the day progresses. Celtics are just in solid form. I love the comeback win the other night. They could have folded their cards, but they didn't. I think they get up for this one at home. So early start time, I would lean Boston. I don't have any money on it currently. Miami, Washington, I would lean towards Washington plus 11.5. If you got the balls for it, Washington plus 380. The problem is, I think they can win this game. I don't know if they really want to, because they are outright tanking. The problem is Miami's just not a lay 11 on the road style team, in my opinion. I know the Wizards are on the back end of a back-to-back. I know they got flooded yesterday by Brooklyn. I had Brooklyn yesterday. I thought it was a good spot for Brooklyn. Today, if the Wizards can shoot like they shot in that 2 games ago against Detroit, they will keep this game competitive. So I'm going to lean Washington ATS in that one. I'm going to take the Raptors, lay the 8. Raptors are head and shoulders better than Indiana. Indiana just made a couple moves. Matherin's gone. I'm interested to see how they look post that. Toronto at home at the crib, they got a whole country behind them. This likely should be a double-digit win. Toronto's probably one of the most underrated, flying under the radar teams right now, especially in the weaker conference. Injuries have really derailed their season, but it looks like RJ playing today. So I would go Raps. Of all of them today, my favorite would probably be Raptors. If I had a premium in the NBA today, it would be Raptors. So just telling you. And then I would lean Clips plus the 8.5. Another House of Disappointment style spot. They might lose the game outright again. And so I know the Clippers really banged up, missing guys. Garland's out, Harden's gone. That's why I'm not really in love with it. And one could argue this is the bounce back get right spot for Minnesota coming off that ugly loss. I could buy some stock into that. So I'm just not really interested in this game all that much. Lean Clips though. And that's my thoughts on the NBA today. There's a good card tomorrow in the NBA. We got a really lengthy card. So I'll be back active, back to regular scheduled programming tomorrow. But today, I'm just not forcing it. Brian?
Yep, horrible NBA cards. It's a shame they didn't give us a bunch of good games before the Super Bowl. It would have been a good opportunity on a Sunday. But for what we got here, if I had to go with my second favorite play other than my premium, I'd take the Indiana Pacers plus the points. But I don't love it. Just the lean. Pacers lost all 3 games to the Raptors. Most recently in the Indiana, just 3 weeks ago or so. Toronto has the Detroit Pistons on deck next. They do have a rest advantage here, but I just think they sleepwalk, do enough to get the W, and the Pacers sneak in with the cover.
Fair enough. All right, y'all. It's the NBA, National Basketball Association. Well, let's head to the majority you are here for today. The big one. We in Santa Clara, San Francisco, the Bay, whatever you want to call it. Seattle, 4.5 point home favorites not home, but 4.5-point favorites. Total 45.5. It's wacky. Let's start with you, sir. How you feeling?
Should be a good one. Should be definitely a good matchup here. This thing hasn't budged off 4.5 for a week. It was at 5. We see some big money come in on New England, and then it ticked down to 4.5. And this is where it's parked itself. So look at this game. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good one. The big question mark is everybody's been. This is the New England Patriots soft schedule going to finally catch up with them this year. A few people that have faded them and expected that to happen at the start of the playoffs. And, well, guess what? They've punched their ticket, and here they are in the Super Bowl. Seattle's punched their ticket to the Super Bowl. We've heard all the narratives that you've heard that, look, we put the new Pope in, and every time they put a new Pope in there, that Seattle gets the Super Bowl win. We've heard all these narratives. But it's going to come down to these defenses. When I look at it, both defenses playing great. And I think that's what you get to start this game. So for me, I'm going to look at I'm going to hone in on that first half. I like the first half under. I think it's just like any Super Bowl. You get that conservative play calling to start games. You're not going to be chucking out the ball deep and airing it out. You just look at the numbers when they say, what's just the highest scoring first half or the second half? They've got the second half as a minus 140 juiced to the offense being scored in the second half, not the first half. So it's a plus money if you think that the first half is going to be the higher scoring of the two halves. So that's where I'm going to hone in. Give me the under first half here. I think it's a lower scoring one. I'm also going to hone in on that first quarter. I think it's another a low scoring first quarter as well. I'm going to sprinkle on nothing at the end of the first quarter. I think nobody scores nothing. I think we see a bunch of punts. And then also prop for everybody. First play of the game is going to be a run. Nothing like a conservative play calling to start these games. It's what we see in most of these Super Bowls. We don't see the first play going someone Hail Mary it all the way 80 yards down the field. Those doesn't happen. It's usually a handoff to the running back and away you go. So first play of the game is a run. I like the under in the first half. Who's hoisting the cup at the end? Who's hoisting it? You're either going to get the narrative that the Pope's in and Seattle wins, or you're going to get the narrative that the best team in the NFL has the most wins, and they're now top of the peak with New England winning their 7th Super Bowl. Premium play on the side is over at PickDawgz Premium. And over, scoop it up.
Fair enough, man. From Zawacki, I'm just going to give y'all my whole card. I don't even care. So this is what I got exactly today. Well, let me talk about it a little bit first. So first, the line really hasn't moved all week. It's been 4.5. It did touch 5. Some sharp bettors came in, hit that 5, and went right back down to 4.5. So it's been 4.5 pretty much the whole time. The public is all over Seattle in this one. Some sharp bettors are on New England in this one. I'm here to tell you, though, in a game like this, the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, it doesn't fucking matter. Here's what else. Last 23 Super Bowls, the favorite is 11-12 straight up. Dogs be cashing like a motherfucker in the Super Bowl. The favorite is just 7-16 ATS in that span as well. So betting favorites in the Super Bowl is not that profitable. It's not profitable whatsoever. And with that being said, I've been telling y'all all week, I don't really like the game. So that's why I'm not really selling a premium on it today, because I don't want to sell y'all something that I don't like my damn self. What I am betting today, I got a little 3-team parlay. 2 props and the side. Sam Darnold, he will throw an INT today. Sam Darnold will throw an interception. That is my favorite play of the Super Bowl. I have so much money on Sam Darnold to throw an interception today. I might have one of the biggest handles on INT props today. It's ridiculous how much money I got on Sam Darnold to throw a pick. He's throwing one. And it will either be through Marcus Jones or Christian Gonzalez. He hasn't thrown a pick in his last 2 games. Shout out to him. Played well. But I would make the argument that he hasn't played a defense nearly as good as what this Patriots defense is. The 49ers defense was middle of the pack majority of the season, dealing with a ton of injuries. So, and division rival, they kind of have got a good snapshot of who that team is over the last couple of years. And they were at home. Rams, offensive team, they got the MVP. They got the offensive player of the year. The Rams were an offensive team. Defensively was where they had issues, and they were at home. You now take Sam Darnold out of his home stadium, first playoff game out of his home stadium, and then playing a defense in the Patriots who has created a ton of turnovers. Did we all not sit there and watch them? Not one, not two, not three, but 4 first half interceptions against the Houston Texans last week. Let me get that, Jarrett Stidham. You know what I mean? So this Patriots defense has taken the ball away a ton here in this postseason. I think this is by far the best defense Seattle will have played. I think Sam Darnold throws a pick today. I'm pretty confident that he does. So that's my favorite play of the Super Bowl. Sidewise, I gave y'all the numbers on the side, man. I'm just taking New England straight up money line. I'm attacking the plus money. That's where I'm at. Fuck the points. I don't care about the points. I think Drake May and the New England Patriots will be hoisting that Lombardi today. Let me see. What else do I got? I got Stephon Diggs. Targets over, reception over, anytime touchdown. And I also like the over in the game. I do think we get some points. I think it's going to be a good, fun, back and forth, entertaining game. I like the over. And that's how I got this game playing out. A couple of fun props I got. I got Chamba to be the first song by Bad Bunny. That's the one he came out to as his intro in the WWE. It's one of his more turn. Everybody's on the other one, Tentame Pingo, or whatever it's called. Everybody on that one. I get why they on that one. I can see him doing that song though. Let's see what else I got. I got long shots. I got Travion Henderson 2 touchdowns. I like him rushing yards over. I like him receptions over. I like Kenneth Walker over receptions. I can see Sam Darnold, a couple little dump offs with that pressure getting to his ass. Yeah. So that's my whole card today. I just gave y'all everything I got. So let's do it. Let's make some money today. Brian, how you feeling?
Oh boy. I like the under a lot in the Super Bowl overall for the full game. It's just people are gonna be betting the Super Bowl that never bet on sports, don't bet all year, but they like to take the over for entertainment. So I think you get a built-in advantage here with the under. 6 of the last 8 games for the Patriots have gone over, 2 straight for Seattle. But I think the strength of both these teams is their defense, especially Seattle. I like the way New England's defense has been playing lately. So give me the under for the full game. I like Sam Darnold under 2.5 rush attempts. And I like Drake May under 8.5 rush attempts. Kenneth Walker under 2.5 receptions. And my touchdown scores, that's the one thing I love to do. I'm going to take Mac Hollins for the first touchdown, plus 2,200. I'm going to put 100 on that. A.J. Barner, anytime touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks.
There you go. Jovan, we end with you. Hometown team. Do they get it done? Do they hoist that motherfucker? I know you probably ain't going to tell us, but tell us what you do like here in this one.
Brian's spot on with that Mac Hollins, for our first touchdown. That was one I was eyeing. So I'll second that motion. I got a bunch of props out there that I haven't touched that I wavering on whether I do want to touch it or not. I already have a boatload in already. So just a couple. Kenneth Walker on the third. I'll go over his receiving yards. I don't think he's gonna do much rushing the ball. But the problem with him is he's gonna get a lot of touches. He's gonna get his attempts. So even if he's only hitting at a 3.5 yard per rush clip. If he gets to 20, then he's right there. So I was gonna put in under rushing yards. Now I'm not so sure. I gotta take a step back, and it's going down a couple in a lot of books. So tread lightly with that one. Right now, I still lean under. It'll be under a pass. That's what I'm really trying to say. First half under for the game. That should hit. What we usually see in these games, especially these high leverage games, is slow first half and then explosions in the second half. You look at the lines, you look at the odds on first half versus second half, which is going to be the most points scored. It's always leaned over to the second half. Yeah, so that's basically. I will say that I'm just gonna give it out now. Patriots money line first half money line. Pats, they'll have a lead at the end of the first half.
All right, man. Guess what, y'all? That's it. That's all. We did it. Covered everything under the sun, man. I gave y'all my whole card today. Everything I got. So smash that fucking like button for us, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our favorite plays, the plays we got the most money on, are over at PickDawgz Premium. Brian, what you got going on today over at the site?
Well, after yesterday's disaster, I'm going to bounce back here. My top play is the side in this NFL game. Ranked number 2 at PickDawgz.com for NFL profit, 58.3% on the season, I believe, or 58.4, something like that. My titanium's 91-54, 63%. So head on over to PickDawgz.com, pick that up, or get my 3-pack, 1 NBA, 1 college hoops, and an NFL, all for $50 in my ultimate revenge 3-pack at PickDawgz.com. Team me up with any one of these guys for a long-term 2-for-1 deal.
There you go. On with Brian B. over at PickDawgz Premium. Jovan Burks, what you got going on?
Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday, Super Bowl 60, and I'm heavily invested, just like I said earlier in the show. As of right now, there's 7 Super Bowl plays on the board for me. I'm gonna have 3 more to make it an even 10. Just gotta weed out, the 3 that I want. I gave you one where I, hedged on, backing off of. So take that for what it's worth. But also have 3 college basketball plays and 1 NBA play, and that's a side on the Celtics and Knicks. So got a good amount of action for this Super Bowl Sunday. Jump on board, something long term.
On with Jovan Burks, man. Kick the crap out of the books. PickDawgz Premium. Zwacky, what you got going on?
I'm ring over to PickDawgz Premium today. I got a 3-pack in the Super Bowl side total, and a first half play in there as well. And then I got singled out the side if you're just looking for that one play in there. I'm not going to try to manually enter a whole bunch of props, so I'll give them to you at the end of the show. The couple I like. I'm not going to go crazy. Just remember, this is only the one. It's just another game. It's the Super Bowl. Yes, it is. Books want you to put in 50,000 props. So I'm telling you, that's what they want you to do, because props aren't profitable. It's very tough. If this is a low-scoring game, you're going to lose all your touchdown props. And just go light. I'm telling you, don't go crazy. Don't go absolutely bananas. It's the Super Bowl. It's exciting. But don't go crazy. Lower your bet totals on your prop plays. Just it is what it is there. Those are over there. And then I got 1 play in college basketball. Absolutely love that play in college basketball. And then 1 play in the NBA as well. So as Brian said, hey, take advantage of that 2-for-1, 3-for-1, 4-for-1 cap promotional. Can't go wrong with that. Pair us all up. And let's have a nice winning Sunday together here to finish the season. Super Bowl 60. Looking forward to it. Exciting stuff.
There you go. Hop on with Zwacky. PickDawgz Premium. For me today, I got 3 plays. I gave them all to you. So if you buy it on the site, that's on you. All right. My favorite play is the Sam Darnold INT. I got so much money on that, it's not even funny. Also, if you're playing that, I would play anytime defensive score. It would not surprise me if he threw that motherfucker head. Let me get that back for 6. Ah, you feel me? Like that's how I got today playing out, man. So if you want to sweat that with me, hop on, man. What else? The other two are the side and the total. I'm taking the over and I'm taking Patriots money line. So there you go. That's all I got. We'll see what happens. Super Bowl Sunday, man. My other favorite prop would be my 3 favorite props. If you're trying to like do a little prop parlay, would be Sam Darnold INT, Stephon Diggs, anytime touchdown, and Stephon Diggs receptions over. Receptions or targets, however you want to play that. But that'd be how I play it. All right. That's it, man. That's it. That's all. Parlay time. Parlay. What you parlaying up, Brian?
I'm going to go Michigan Wolverines laying 10 points, Penn State Nittany Lions plus the 3 and the under 45.5, and the Patriots Seahawks.
Jovan, what you parlaying?
The West Virginia Mountaineers plus 5.5. Matched it up with the Washington Wizards. So we're gonna do this 2 ways. 2 team of spread, 2 team of money line. That money line, if that hits, yeah, you're gonna get paid.
There you go from Jovan. What you thinking, Zawacki? Parlay.
Parlay, we're gonna go with give me Michigan, lay the points. West Virginia, grab those points, lay it with the Raptors. A little 3-teamer for you. And then, as I said, I'll give you all 3 props that I absolutely love today that I've made bets on. Jackson Smith in Jigba over his receptions. He gets targeted a lot. His over reception prop. I think Seattle continues to target him. So take over in Jigba's receptions. Another one I like here, Andres Borgalis field goals over 1.5. This guy's been absolutely machine kicking field goals. So 2+ field goals in the Super Bowl is a prop I love. And then Stevenson, touchdown there. The 3 props that I've made bets on. I've also thrown in the orange Gatorade shower to make it the 6th time that we've seen the orange Gatorade shower. And as I said, that first play of the game is a run. You'll definitely have to shop your books. I have a different book up here than probably what a lot of people have. So it's not offerable, as somebody's asking in the chat what sportsbook it is. It's called Play Alberta. So it's only local to if you live in Alberta. So that's where I made the bet. I know it's available. You have to shop your book to try to find that first play of the game. I'd have to dig around to find out where it is down south for you guys. What book? But I'm sure there's a couple that offer the first play of the game is available. Just have to.
It is. I know it's available. You just got to go look for it.
Yep.
They trying to get any money they can today, bro. Like you can bet on the Gatorade today. You can.
I did. Orange.
That's what I'm saying.
Orange.
Bet on everything today.
Give me some orange Gatorade.
See, Rod, you're one of those guys betting 50 plays today.
I know. I bet 5 props, and I gave them all to you here. I bet 5 props. Nothing like a little bit to start you off, and then a little bit that you might need throughout the game. So just 5. Don't go crazy. And they're definitely not my full unit bet on these props. Pizza money. That's what you want to put on. Pizza money. Enjoy. Tails. Always tails.
Never fails, man.
Tails never fails. Go with tails.
Never fails.
I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. I don't take 50 props, but every Super Bowl I have I'm loaded up with the props and I come out on top. So, but I don't do the novelty props and all that.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Yeah, to throw your money in the air and hope it comes back. No, I don't do those. I'm strategic with it. So yeah, and I as far as the Super Bowl goes, I don't know when the last time I've lost money, in all. So I usually come back with something.
So one more question for everybody: who wins the MVP?
Well, if you tell people who the MVP will be, that really tells you who you're betting on.
Okay, then you don't have to give the MVP.
All right.
MVP, I'll tell you, MVP, Drake May. Easy. He didn't win the Super Bowl. He didn't win the National League Football League MVP, the regular season. So, Stafford. I got the Super Bowl.
I got the Super Bowl MVP.
This shit's in the script. My parlay for y'all. Hoops. Minnesota, laying the points. Raptors, laying the points. Props. Sam Darnold, INT. Stephon Diggs, anytime touchdown. I forgot what the last one was.
Trey Lance for MVP.
And then Chamba to be the song that Bad Bunny comes out to. All right. Oh, over. That's what was in the parlay. Over. It was Stephon Diggs. Oh, no. And then the other one was just the full game script. Just Sam Darnold, Pat's money line, over. See what happens. All right. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Brian, any final words before we got here?
Matt Collins' first touchdown. I think him and Drake may have a good relationship, so I think he'll hit him up for that score.
All right. Javon, any final words?
Yeah. First off, Brian's right. And that's gonna happen, I think. So I'll say that. But yeah, more importantly, make sure that Jay and the rest of the gang for the week act more professional.
Zawacki, any final words?
Hey, enjoy the Super Bowl. It is the last football game of the year. Don't go crazy. I don't want to hear anybody that lost their shirt on betting funky props of how long the anthem's going to be, and you lost your house on it. So that's just sad to see. Don't do it on the exotic crazy props. Tone it down a little bit. You can have fun and enjoy it, but just bet your bankroll down. Just bring your bankroll down just a little bit on those exotic props, as Joel said. You don't want to bet your house on exotic props. You got no stats or numbers to guess, and that's where the books, they want you to bet all those props because they're going to make a killing. I believe, was this the 60th? I think 59 out of the last 60 Super Bowls, those props have headed on the side of Vegas, winning them for you. So, just a little note.
Yeah, money don't make no money.
No, it doesn't. Exactly.
You don't change your normal betting amounts just because it's the Super Bowl. It's the same game. It's the same thing. Whether it's you're playing Hampton against the Blue Hose, you don't.
On the game side, no,
yeah.
no, but on props, exotic props, I'm not dropping the same unit size as what I'm going to put on the side of the game. No. Put a little pizza money on some of these props.
That's like for me, the Matt Collins, I'm gonna put $100 on it, and if I can turn that into 2,200, well, I'll be a happy guy. But $100 for me is nice for a prop.
But what if he does the fake pass to that guy and he runs it in for the first touchdown?
Then I'll be bitching and moaning on Tuesday how it should have been right.
See you tomorrow, man. Throughout the week, we out here.